My dog is a sweet dog, just like you said your dog was a sweet dog.
Okay.
I'm sorry that happened, but I mean, my dog's not a gangster like that.
What do you have on the back of your blouse?
I have Justice for Chloe, which is my pet baby.
Oh, that's your dog.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's my dog.
Yeah.
Also, I want to let you know I'm wearing a patch today because I had a little slight eye injury.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
So you can still see me?
Yes, I can see
Boy,
you.
are you lucky. You're suing him?
Yes,
Why?
I'm suing him. His dog was not on a leash, and that incident caused my dog, Chloe, to get hit by a bus, and she's no longer here with us.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That day, we decided that, you know, we wanted to go out to the park. I told my son to walk her first because I didn't want her to like use the bathroom in my car on the way to the park. I'm sitting in my truck and the defendant, DELONTE, dog, which is not on a leash. My dog is on a leash. Okay. The dog is barking and now coming towards me like in an aggressive manner as though the dog was...
But his dog's still across the street.
He's still across the street, but he's at the curb now, barking at me.
Yeah.
Okay. That bark was like vicious.
My dog was out.
Yes.
My dog is not an aggressive dog. My dog is a sweet dog. Everybody loves my dog. His name is Joey. Oh, he's only 5 pounds. I don't see how he could do any harm to anybody or anybody else's dog, really.
Okay.
At this time, the dog is still across the street barking.
What does Chloe do?
Chloe is still with my son at this time, but she snatches out of my son, like she jerks away from him. The leash slips out of my son's hand, and now Chloe is going towards the dog and the dog is coming towards Chloe. His dog is barking and it's coming towards the street. It wasn't in the street as of yet. And now there's a bus coming down the street. And I'm screaming, stop, stop, please, please, stop, stop, to the bus driver. His dog didn't go all the way into the street. I guess it's trained not to go all the way into the street, or if it sees a bus.
Chloe went into the street.
Chloe kept going. When his dog turned, my dog didn't know to come back. She just kept going.
And got hit by the bus?
And got hit by the bus.
I'm sorry.
I thought she made it across the street.
Yeah.
Until I saw the bus move and I saw her laying there. I'm screaming, I'm hollering, I'm hysterical, my son's crying, everyone is so upset. My son's like, Mommy, it's my fault, I'm so sorry. I tried to hold her. Even when she was running across the street, I did like this to try to like step on her leash, but I missed it. The bus split her in half. I called the police, they came out, and they was like, it's nothing they can do. Then they told me to call animal control, because it isn't the first time his dog was off the leash. Like, even the neighbors came outside because they heard me screaming. They heard me like 3 to 4 houses down. They came out to try to, you know, see what was going on. And they're like, that dog's always off the leash, but it's so little, we don't pay it any mind. The animal control was closed, so they couldn't come out and get Chloe. We had to scoop her up myself and bury her in my backyard. So it's like, all night, me and my son, we couldn't sleep. Every time I tried, I just saw her running, and then I saw her body there. And it's like she's literally split open. It's my neighbor's fault, DELONTE, because your dog is supposed to be on leash by law. Your dog is not supposed to just roam freely. Thank you. Animal control told me the next time I saw the dog off the leash to give them a call and they'll come get the dog. But I didn't call them. My baby is gone. Why would I take away his, you know, to be put in a pound? Like, that's not the dog's fault. The dog doesn't deserve to go to the pound. It's his owner's fault for not keeping him on the leash, for being negligent.
I just don't see how this is my fault. I do allow my dog to go outside and to play. Usually he doesn't go outside of my area. My dog, I know he wouldn't have attacked anybody out there. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, because he's never done it before, so I don't see. Just because
he's never done it before doesn't mean he wasn't going to do it that
I don't see how he would just all of a sudden flip like that. He don't have bipolar disorder.
You don't know that?
I went to go get my dog, and my dog, he was already in my yard. I didn't pay attention to the fact that she even had a dog out there. I didn't know her son was walking her dog. I didn't see that. I just saw my dog. So I went back inside, and the next thing you know, I'm hearing craziness outside, yelling outside. Like, it's just like, I'm like, what the hell? Like, what is all this noise? Like, I go outside, and I see her running towards me, talking. she was screaming.
Sure was.
Like she was like going crazy, and I'm just like, I don't want to deal with this. Like, I don't have time for that. Like, it's not my dog's fault. My dog did not lure her dog into the street. My dog does not have the same kind of brain that we have, so I don't think that he came up with a plan.
You just said you don't have the brain, so how you thinking for the dog?
Yeah.
My dog, it's not. My dog is a sweet dog, just like you said your dog was a sweet dog.
Okay.
I'm sorry that happened, but I mean, it is what it is.
My
dog not a gangster like that.
It's a horrible thing to lose your dog for any reason. But the question before us in this court, is he responsible? There is no human way possible for us to know what both of your dogs were thinking at the moment.
Right.
When a dog sees another dog, very often they bark, they jump on each other. That's how they play.
He's saying his dog doesn't bark at people. His dog is so friendly. I'm across the street at my property, and his dog is at the curb barking. That dog is not as friendly as he's making it seem.
This is his dog?
Yes, sir.
And
that's his apartment.
My dog got hit because their dog came over here.
But, all right, so the dog barks.
The dog comes, Jerry, when that dog ran the first time before my dog even noticed the dog, literally, I picked up something. That dog was coming towards me, Jerry.
My dog was probably just exploring. Like, he just, he wasn't coming over there for you. You said you were sitting in the car.
What happened with the bus company?
Okay, so the bus company ran the video, the time frame of when the bus driver noticed the Chloe, and when it actually happened, he didn't have enough time to actually hit his brakes because it's a bus opposed to a car. The bus company, they offered me a little settlement because it wasn't their fault, but I never signed off on it because they gave me they were trying to give me $350 for my dog.
Did they?
No.
Judge,
well, if the bus ran over the dog, why are you suing him?
Because it's a civil matter, and because his dog.
Yeah, but we know that the bus ran over the dog.
It wasn't.
So it would seem to me, from your point of view, if you have a beef with somebody, it starts with the bus that ran over the dog. The bus ran over the dog, not him.
It's still his fault because, once again, if his dog was on a leash, if his dog wasn't, coming at me, this would have never happened.
There's a countersuit. Why are you suing her?
Because she called me talking about I needed to pay for her dog, talking about I needed to pay her for her the vet visits from the original purchase of the dog, talking about the vaccines and all that other stuff. I'm like, I'm not paying for that. Your dog ran into the middle of the street. I didn't make your dog.
Okay.
My dog didn't lure your dog. Maybe her dog, because my dog's a male and hers is a female. So maybe her dog liked what she saw and decided to chase my dog, trying to get after him. You know what I'm saying? Because, my dog, you see, he got some flavor. You know what I'm saying?
Her dog's a female?
Yes.
Running after a guy?
Yeah. Her dog's probably a gangster, just like
My son was holding my dog with a leash. My son is traumatized right now. He blamed himself because Chloe snatched out of his hand. He had to watch us lift up a dog that was split in half. He cried, he blamed himself, and I had to let him know it's not your fault. Chloe literally ran off to protect me. That's what it was. And that's what dogs do. It's in their nature to protect the hand that feeds them.
Your dog left the property. So if that is the standard, 2 dogs unleashed, were going off their property.
Okay.
And his dog wasn't off the property. Because his dog is barking and maybe enticing. Hey, I don't know how dogs speak, but maybe it means, hey, nice to see you, come on over, let's play.
Right.
No one was being threatened at that time because that little dog was barking.
Judge.
No, Jerry, that dog ran towards me.
Okay.
Exactly. But if she had her dog leash, then it wouldn't have got ran over, Judge. I mean, it got into the middle of the street because she didn't have control of her dog either.
This is a sad case. Did someone intend for your dog to be run over by a bus? This business of an emotional distress, you're suing for thousands of dollars.
Well, she called me to...
she's upset on both your cases. I can't in good conscience fine for either of you, so I have to, on both sides, dismiss the case.
Thanks for watching. Now please approach the bench. The way I look at it, you have 2 options here. Option A, watch more Judge Jerry. Option B, watch more Jerry Springer. The choice is yours. Now get out of my courtroom. You have more clips to watch. And don't forget to subscribe.